Now let's get into one of the character backgrounds I created using this system. As I go through and read, I will point out the major and minor fortunes and misfortunes. Please note that is you can take a major misfortune and a minor fortune to offset it. The choice is entirely up to you. Yet please use major fortune for a minor misfortune exceedingly sparingly, as the major and minor are meant to offset each other. The first sentence of this is a major fortune. Martin Glowers was born the final son of a family of nobles. And here is the major misfortune to match it. Destined to be a priest, Martin rebelled and decided while he would serve a god, he would decide which god he would offer himself to. One day, whilst his father was away, a kindly priest arrived with the dawn and showed great conviction and moral faith. Martin, whilst gifted and destined for greatness, looked upon this traveling priest and thought, there is a God I can offer my services to. Inquiring from the local clergy of Torm, he was told that this was the High Father. Okay, we're not going to give a name in the background like this. Of Lathander, the Morning Lord. Asking the cleric in a strong, determined voice, Martin said, would Torm frown on me if I decided to serve Lathander? And the priest's response was, no, my boy, he would be pleased. The kindly old cleric asked, would you like to meet the father? Let's not go into the name again. And surprisingly and unsurprisingly, Martin replied, yes, sir. This first sentence is an example of a minor fortune. The old cleric introduced him, and when the High Father saw the shine of admiration and idolization, he decided to stay on and inquire about young Martin's future. Much to his surprise, Martin's father was ecstatic and said the boy was destined to serve a god. And as Torm's cleric had said, that he had many applicants for clergy, young Martin was open and free to choose if he wished to serve Lathander. And here is a minor misfortune. Martin in an unequivocal voice stated to a father, from this day forth I shall be the greatest servant of the Sun Lord. Martin never looked back as he left his family's holt on his 7th birthday. Above is an example of a major misfortune. 7 years of training and dedication later, he was a fully sworn cleric of Lathander, and just a year later, the troubles started. Martin served well and learned well and skyrocketed through the ranks of the clergy, until one day, a voice none of the other clerics heard stated, from this day forth, I shall return my original title, Amu Omnator. The rest of the clergy thought he had lost his lumen mind. and that one of the greatest servants of the enemy, Lathander, was spreading lies. But Martin did not back down, and once they had heard enough, they banished him from the Temple of Lathander. For the next 6 years, Martin traveled, spreading the word of his beloved God, had reawakened by the struggles. And slowly but surely his word spread and prospered and never faltered. And here is the major boon to match. And just last year, as God sent him a vision calling him the High Father of Ama-Onai Tor. Please excuse my pronunciations, as that actually is a fairly hard word to say. Again, another interesting little rule is that the fortune does not have to be given before the misfortune. As was the case in the last two paragraphs of this background.